Okay, viewers, hello and welcome back to the second match of this pre-invitational tournament, let's call it. Jelle is currently playing some games because he might be playing later as well. And we have in the meantime Pieter, Tak and Frederik Mortier under our camera. And both of them are playing the same color combination. I have the wrong decks, wait. Frederik, hebben we uw decklijst al? So apparently we don't have Frederik's decklist yet. He's giving it right now. Perfect. All right. So first off, on Pieter's side, let's get rid of that text. On Pieter's side, we have green-black Delirium. So he's really all in on Autumnal Glooms, Moldgraf Scavengers, Gnarlwood Dryads, and Kindly Stranger. For Frederik, we have red-blue splash green Devoid. So the standard Kozilek Sentinel, Vile Aggregate, Eldrazi Sky Spawner, Ruination Guides, with Burloroke as the honorary Eldrazier, and he has ongoing investigation as a tiny green splash, so that'll be interesting. So Frederik on the play, since he did finish higher in the leaderboard, he's actually the winner, and he starts off against a Vessel of Nascency for Pieter. Frederik fixing his mana with a Evolving Wilds. For this match, look for Pieter to need to be the aggressor as the sinner. For Frederik to be the aggressor, as for Pieter, he has pretty strong late game. Once he has Delirium, all his cards become pretty impressive. And he's even playing Emrakul, the Promised End, so you really don't want to let this deck go into extreme late game. I missed what Pieter got from his Vessel. Jelle is currently testing a matchup of his own, as he will be playing in the next round or the round after that probably, but he will probably be back for some commentary. This is already the second match in this event, and we have blue-red Devoid versus black-green Delirium. Frederik has a bit of a slow start, but of course he is a bit of a mid-range deck. He only gets his true punch once he has multiple permanents on the board. So Frederik apparently has quite a few options. Plays another Evolving Wilds and has another Vile Aggregate. So these boost each other and are two 5s now. But they might get out of hand pretty quickly, of course. Like any of the Devoids that bring a little friend or a Whirler Rogue makes a pretty sizable army straight away. So we have Jelle back. You already have greetings from Thomas van der Paalt. who's very happy to have you here.
Hi, Thomas. I think some people should also be enthusiastic for nails as well, not only for me.
Highly overrated.
So where are we? Oh, we have Pieter with Delirium deck and Frederik with an Eldrazi deck.
Blue-red Devoid with a green splash for ongoing investigation.
Love that card.
It's sort of the Ulvenwald mysteries of this deck.
Yeah. Yeah, indeed, it's insanely good.
So the second Vile Aggregate got murdered, and we have Pia and Kieran Nalar here.
So Pieter already have Delirium.
Let's see. He has instant land enchantment for sure. I think that's it.
Yeah, the rest there are 3 lands and 2 enchantments and 1 instant. Okay, no, so no Delirium.
A flaying tendrils got ingested. That's
kind of sad for Pieter.
Thank you, Mr. Muffin, for being enthusiastic about me.
Or maybe he wanted to write a B.
Boo nails. I don't know, the W and the B are pretty far apart.
Well, not if you have a
QWERTY keyboard.
A QWERTY keyboard, yes. Another word, flaying tendrils.
So it wasn't so bad.
No, Pieter didn't want flaying tendrils at all. Oh.
No, number, yeah.
I was thinking.
Essence Flux would have been a spicy number as well here.
Yes. Or
no, it doesn't do
no, but he could have the uncommon counter-target sorcery spell for 1 blue.
This spell? No.
No. The one that with Delirium.
Yeah.
Removes all cards with the same name as that card.
That would have been a very weird main board.
Yes, it would have been, but he could have had it, and it would have been insane for him.
Yes. Okay, the third Vile Aggregate of the game. That seems nice for this deck.
I don't know who Zarpedes is, but he has a point. This is pretty good.
Shh. What happens in Vegas? Okay, but there's magic to be watched.
Yeah.
Let's do some commentary. The hell is that?
I think it's a
Moldgraph Scavenger? No.
Yes. No, it's. I'll check for it. No, it's not that one. Moldgraph Scavenger is the.
The Tajuru Pathwarden. Yeah.
Visions Temple 5/4.
Yeah. And what does it do? Just
Visions Temple.
It's just a fatty.
Yeah.
That's interesting. There we have the ongoing investigations.
I think Frederik preferred a creature that made a token or something.
Yeah, a Sky Spawner or a Whirler Rogue would have been really nice here.
It's a 5/4, Thomas, and it has Trample and Vigilances.
Yeah, so we have 2 mid-range decks staring at each other a little bit now. It's always interesting.
Yeah, Frederik definitely wants to draw a creature that perhaps spawns another creature.
I think Frederik has the more interesting top decks here.
This is pretty good for Pieter.
Yeah.
I think it's going to go down.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Now slowly up. This is pretty hard for Frederik.
Tajuru Pathworn, that's a common as well, no?
Yeah, I think so too.
That's actually pretty strong for our format.
I have not thought about that card. I'm very glad that Pieter did so.
Yeah, it's really nice. Pieter, if you're re-watching this, kudos to you, man.
Yeah.
Because it's not an obvious card to take, but it is very good. Like, I know that when I make decks, I tend to tunnel vision into the theme I'm going and forget to just put good cards in.
Second ongoing investigation, not very good in this situation now.
Investigation in the situation.
Investigation in the situation. I think Frederik also still has another removal spell in hand.
The outnumber, yeah.
The outnumber, which
But that's not
also
so
not very
interesting.
good. He really needs creatures here.
Yeah, a Whirler Rogue would be so interesting.
Or even just an Eldrazi Sky Spawn would also be very good. Something to remove the Obnixilis from the field.
Yeah. Yeah, Pieter getting to untap with his Obnixilis is pretty huge. Yeah, Frederik put some new tech in his deck. The the red-blue Devoid deck is pretty much a staple of the format as well, but he splashed a bit of Emerge for finishing power. And it might be interesting to see those coming out.
All the Deep Fiend is really good. It's not even interesting to see, it's just, you just know it's very good. That's the 1/1 Death Touch with Delirium +2/+2.
Yeah, the Gnarlwood Dryad. Yeah, that one.
And there's another mythic even.
Yeah, the Mind Track Demon.
Indeed. And since he has Delirium at this moment, it's just a 4/5 flying trample. It has trample, doesn't it? The gallery side is playing tricks on us. Just looked up on Google or something. Just go to images. Yeah. It's with me. 4/5 flying trample. When it enters the battlefield, you put the top 4 cards of your library in your graveyard. And if you have Delirium, you don't lose 4 life in the beginning of your upkeep.
I'm actually not sure if this is interesting enough to be in this deck.
I like the cards.
I mean, you're almost full on set on beating people in the late game, and this is such an early mid-rangey card with built-in risk. Not a fan. I know that Pieter really likes it, and it is the kind of card that accidentally steals you a few games, of course.
In the meantime, our friend Frederik has drawn the Whirler Rogue and removed the Planeswalker from the battlefield.
Yeah, 5 mana for removal spells and drawing an extra card. It's still pretty interesting. So Deadweight looking to get rid of a Whirler Rogue, but Frederik still has enough creatures available to outnumber the Path Warden of the table.
I think this is dangerous. Like for on Frederik's side, playing the outnumber outside of his turn.
Outside of what?
Outside of his turn. It's always dangerous to walk into an extra removal spell.
Yeah, true. But there aren't that many good instant speed removal spells, especially not in green-black color combinations that are usually pretty tight on their uncommon slots and usually don't have even a murder, which Pieter did make room for. We already saw one.
I would play murder. Murder is very good.
Yeah, but usually your power in green-black also comes from your uncommons.
Yeah.
Now, Pieter did have the Tajuru path warrant, so...
There we have the Autumn's Gloom. The enchantment that really makes this deck. At the end of the turn, it will change in 4/4 trample hexproof.
Yeah, it's such a problematic card to face.
But for Frederik's deck, it's pretty okay. But for most control decks, it's an absolute nightmare. You just can't remove it.
Yeah, the fact that Frederik's aggregates have 5 toughness makes is such a big deal. But he's under quite a lot of pressure from the Death Toucher and the Mindwreck Demon in the meantime.
Indeed.
So he needs something impactful now, or it doesn't look so good actually. He has quite a few options.
Yeah, he does, but
to throw on the battlefield.
that's not the card he wanted.
Which was it? Ah, the Ruination Guide. Well, at least it's a creature.
Yeah. Yeah, it's better than nothing, that's for sure, but...
If he has something else... I mean, he already has enough power on his file aggregate now to kill an Autumnal Gloom that's transformed, which is pretty relevant. And if he plays another creature, the next outnumber is big enough to deal with a demon.
I think here I attack with 1 token. Two is dangerous, 1 is, I think, is okay.
The Ruination Guide gives colorless creatures +1, right?
Indeed. Or maybe he has to go for the risky play and attack with 2.
Yeah, then he puts him at 10. Oh,
that I really don't like.
Yeah, I think he needs the aggregate to block the Autumnal Gloom.
Of course, it gives Pieter less options in how he can attack.
Then again, he's attacking for 7 and putting him on a 2-turn clock.
That's what I meant with he's giving Pieter less options in the backswing.
Yeah, looking at this, I kind of like it. It forces Pieter to... Whoa.
This is, like that's definitely worth it. The aggravated trample.
Yeah, I don't think I would have made the block there.
No, almost never. Shouldn't he get 2 clues, or is it?
He didn't play the second one.
It doesn't. Does it trigger only once for each attack? Yeah, 1 or more. Okay.
Yeah. So it's like a Thopter Spy Network.
Yeah.
What?
We missed something. What's...
Okay, so Pieter played Grapple with the Past and got a Kindly Stranger into his hand. Yeah, he gets a transform immediately. I think I still take the aggregate here.
He targeted
The ruination guide, yeah.
Sacrificing the clue for maybe outnumber.
Yeah. How big is the bag of kindly stranger?
4-3.
4-3. Yeah.
Yeah.
Then it's irrelevant. I thought so. The outnumber plan is
it
irrelevant.
switched from 2-3 to 4-3.
Yeah. Okay. Coming in for 7 again. Frederik has the option to block.
And he does.
The demon doesn't have trap?
Yes, he does.
Then he should block
we
the
just
other one.
looked up, yeah.
Frederik reconsidering his options. Yeah, blocks the Dryad to prevent more damage. Takes 4, goes down to 5. Yeah, see? Told you so.
Yeah, very good. Untapping the creatures.
Highly overrated.
Yeah, indeed. They are already attacking.
It's their gerbs. Yeah, that's the the problem with Vile Aggregate as well. Just like with the green-red landfall deck that we talked about earlier, if you're starting to lose grip of the board and you start losing creatures, your Vile Aggregate loses that mid-game spike that makes it so strong. Especially against these black-green decks that are also so focused on mid-game and having some answers for key cards. It's really hard to keep it relevant.
Okay, thinking here. I think I saw the wedged griff in his hands. Yeah. So I think he's thinking about attacking with the token and sacrificing it post combat.
But the token doesn't really help.
It helps 1 mana because you still sacrifice the creature, so you can pay the emerge cost, which is 1 less than the.
I thought it was the same, but with color.
It costs 7 colors or 6.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, he can actually cast the Griff of sacrificing the spawner.
No, then he still needs to sacrifice the other token as well.
No, it's 3 less from the Sky Spawner.
Ah yeah, with Sky Spawner, I'm sorry, yeah.
He also has the... Well, he tapped his green mana, but ongoing investigation also has a second mode.
Yes.
And he tapped both his holdout settlement and his green mana, so it's
probably not ideal.
Yeah, keeping at least keeping the option open would be at least giving Pieter a harder time to
and just the murder. Again, a card that Pieter really wanted.
Yeah, Frederik's ingests are targeted anti-tutoring.
He plays second holdout settlement, so now he has green mana.
Yeah.
Maybe. No, he doesn't.
Which one is this? Is this?
That's the Registered Griff.
Yeah.
His last card in his hand is ongoing investigation.
Yeah.
No. Yeah, he has green mana left. I don't know why I move my head to see the cards better. It doesn't work on screen.
Yeah, leaning over is pretty hard. Okay, for the new viewers, welcome. You're looking at a Gentry Standard event, which is a budget version of Standard, where we allow a maximum of 4 uniquely different rares and or mythics, and up to 15 uncommons, where you can have duplicates. It's a budget format that's played here in Belgium. There's some other locations as well. And it's loads of fun. If you want to hear more about it, read more about it, I should say, you can check our a WordPress site, which is in the description on Twitch, and if you're watching this on YouTube, you'll see it in the description as well.
Also, you can find us most of the Thursdays in Outpost Ghent, and at almost all of those days you can find people to play Gentry with you.
Because we're awesome.
It is awesome, actually.
So, back to the game. We're in the late game power display mode where both players can theoretically win with a crazy top deck.
That's an Autumn's Gloom and a land. Land going down, Autumn's Gloom going on top.
Now we have a question from the chat. This isn't really a tournament. It's just an unsanctioned set of matches by the top 8 players in our local leaderboard to get some nice matches on camera and show people what's possible and available in our format to prepare for the open finals that we're holding in September 17th. So it's a look into the meta game, so you can prepare in case you haven't ever played this format but are interested to test the water.
Indeed, and those players are all testing to be the second best player in our Gentry format, because we all know I'm going to win the finals this year as well.
And again, and again, and again.
Until I'm sick of it. I still had a question for you. The Gentry finals is on the 17th?
Yes.
Is that the same date as the WMCQ?
No, the WMCQ is the day after.
Okay, perfect.
So the final is on Saturday, the WMCQ is on Sunday, and there is a Gentry side event at the WMCQ as well. Yeah. So the post-final goodbye tournament is a side event.
Okay.
At the WMCQ, because the week after that it's the pre-release, and then of course the week after that the cards rotate out.
No more aristocrats.
No more Nantuko Husk. Yeah, it's been. We're located in Ghent. It's a city in Flanders, Belgium.
It's actually the best city in Flanders, Belgium.
Obviously, I love your screen name, by the way.
Thomas, I wouldn't want anybody else to win the WMCQ.
Okay, back to the match. This bromance can happen in private. So, what happened? We had a Read the Bones for some extra cards for Pieter, followed by an Alpha Strike, where Frederik was forced to do some very peculiar blocks.
No, they were pretty okay. He also removed a creature from his graveyard for an extra 2 life, 1, 2, 3.
And now Frederik, if he has...
Yeah, he can have a lot of things. Oh, he has a Crown of Hope in hand, that's pretty good. So,
he, as possible breakers, the Whirler Rogue is game over. Drowner of Hope is game over.
He has Ground of Hope in his hand.
He has it?
Yeah, he has
no,
it.
the other, it has hexproof, yeah. So he needs the Whirler Rogue for a free win.
Yeah, he's still winning this, I think.
With Drowner of Hope?
Not this turn, but...
Yeah. Oh yeah, he still gets to attack with the Griff.
Because it gets to be a 5/5.
Yeah. Neutralize the next turn's attack completely. Yeah, now Pieter is the one who needs to draw something or die.
Yeah. But also a lot of top decks, I think.
Yeah. So
Pieter, we have
another Kindly Stranger would be a nightmare. Emrakul,
obviously.
Flame Tendrils is not enough.
No, it's not.
That's actually it, but he has some Read the Bones to do.
Also not, because he's going to 2.
Ah. Oh, he's attacking with the Vile Dagger. Oh,
yeah.
Oh, he played another Sentinel. Yeah, then he can afford to do that.
Actually, Pieter doesn't have a lot of options.
I'm pretty impressed with Frederik's plays here. Yeah, and
Yeah, it has trample as well. So yeah, it's always game.
yeah.
Wow.
In that case,
Didn't look forward.
the play was somewhat more obvious
Yes.
than we thought.
Wow, we are so good. We are so good. I'm definitely going to win those finals like this.
So this is why we commentate and not play, right?
Yeah, indeed.
Okay, so Frederik wins game 1 in a pretty decisive fashion. Let's get the camera on our faces so they see how pretty
Yes.
we are. Hi guys.
Shirt half opened. Yes.
Some chest hair out here. We saw a pretty interesting game, I thought. A lot of back and forth, a lot of swingy interactions. I hope it's showing you that we have a pretty healthy meta game. A lot of people seem to think that because it's a budget format, it's all blowouts all the time. But I actually feel that these kinds of games are a lot more representative of what you can expect.
I actually think that all of the games that we have today weren't exactly blowouts unless one of the players was screwed or flood.
Yeah, exactly. So let's go back to our players since you don't want to see our pretty faces the entire time.
I didn't shave this morning, so but you did.
I missed the spot.
Indeed.
I shaved this morning. Okay, back to what's important.
Let's look at the sideboards. Okay, Frederik here has a sideboard containing 4 negates, 2 boiling earth, 2 fury impulse, spell shrivel 1 time, magmatic chasm 2 times, 2 disperse, 1 turn aside, and 1 extra wretched griff. I think coming in will be definitely the 4 negates, hoping to counter some removal and even the monster removals.
Yeah.
The spell shrivel as well. Actually, and 1 turn aside. I think it will be like those 7 cards.
I like the magmatic chasm and the griff as well.
Yeah, maybe some extra cards as well. But
it depends what he wants to take out.
Yeah, indeed. You can't take out that many cards, of course.
So we actually see them sideboarding. I see a stack of 6 cards being boarded. I would guess that's the negates and a magmatic chasm.
Maybe disperse.
Maybe disperse, yeah.
Disperse is actually good versus the delirium creature that kills one of his creatures. Because you can... A specimen. Who's the guy on the left? Are you?
I think I'm the guy on the left.
You're the guy on the left.
To them, I'm the guy on the left.
The guy on the left.
You'll have to specify. Was it red shirt or white shirt? So for Pieter's sideboard, this is pretty scary. We have Caustic Caterpillar for Autumnal Gloom, Aerial Volley for tokens. We have Grotesque Mutation as a answer for ridiculously big creatures, and duresses to preemptively counter the sideboard cards.
I actually think the top 7 cards will definitely go in. I'm not sure if I would put in duresses. Yeah.
Duresses are the iffy ones, but Caustic Caterpillar also doesn't have that many targets. It's pretty much just Autumnal Gloom, and you have to keep up the mana. I think the Aerial Volleys are the only obvious ones. Now we didn't miss how many cards Pieter chose to sideboard, so if anyone on the chat saw, feel free to put it in. In the meantime, I'm gonna take a quick look at the image quality, because it seems a bit overwashed. It's slightly better like this.
Yeah, I still don't really like it.
Yeah, it's a bit better.
The red zone is more orange than red.
Well, the playmats are pretty old.
Okay.
We're actually working on making our own playmats for the league, so...
yeah, you have an address.
Yes, we do.
Okay.
By the way, the league is the organization, the league of the new and beginning Magic the Gathering players. It's sort of where the budget format originated, because we wanted a constructed format where people could easily and affordably get in and actually have the constructed experience with a balanced meta game with relevant sideboarding. And
Well, I
pretty
think
happy with how it turned out.
And it's also pretty cool for players who already play tournaments because in comparison to other formats, you can't find any deck lists online for the moment. You have to make
Except the ones the two of us wrote.
But you have to make everything yourself, and you can make everything yourself. It's actually really cool to brew some decks with just a couple of rares you have, and everything is pretty cheap. It's very, very cheap actually.
Yeah, if you just draft like a couple of times per set that comes out, you probably have enough cards, and the rest you just borrow from or even get gifted from friends or people that just buy too many cards.
So cheap, and so many possibilities.
Yeah, the last time we had an event, we had 24 players and 17 different archetypes.
Okay, so Pieter mulliganed to 6, scrying, keeping on top I think, not sure yet.
I still forget to scry.
I actually always look forward to it. Our scorekeeper also puts a marker next to the life points of the player who begins the game, for your information.
Okay,
Pieter not opting to sacrifice his evolving wilds, I guess it means that he really liked the card on top.
That or he...
Oh,
he really needs a card on top, I was gonna say, or he wanted to top that land, but that logic doesn't really work anymore.
No, it doesn't go like that, no.
Okay, and we have a sentinel on Frederik.
It's also in this format when you scry and see the...
That was almost a slick cheat.
when you scry and see one of your rare / mythics on top, you are really thinking about keeping it, even if it doesn't fit your hand, just because you only play 4.
Yeah, the impact of the cards is pretty big.
Yeah. Okay, Pieter responding here. Yeah, the Kindle Stranger. What's it called?
Kindly Stranger.
Kindly Stranger. But sometimes it kindles things.
Kindly. Sometimes when you put your stranger in the fire, it becomes a kindly stranger.
Yeah. Especially when it's outnumbered. Okay, let's keep it a little more serious. Frederik here casting a Devoid card, making his 0/4 a little bigger, but not big enough.
It's a 1/4.
A 1/4, yeah.
So it was big enough.
No, the Kindly Stranger is a 2/3.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, most of the times when cards flip, they keep the same, how do you say it? Distribution between power and toughness, but Kindly Stranger turns from a 2/3 to a 4/3, becoming a lot more aggressive.
Yeah.
Actually, the reason why it's very good because it can stop a lot of 2/2s, 2/3s, 1/2s.
Yeah. Yeah, 2/3 is kind of the sweet spot in this format for a lot of things, and Nantuko Husk is a very big reason.
Okay, here we have Delirium, I think, sorcery, no, instant, land, enchantment, but he takes the creature, so no Delirium.
Yeah.
He takes the vanilla cards.
Yeah, the 5/4, the Tajuru Pathwarden.
Indeed.
That was a grapple from the past, yeah. And we have a Moldgraft Scavenger to join the board. Well, in the meantime, Frederik has his first flyer, so...
He's advancing.
Yeah.
He's doing what his deck wants to be doing.
No, Pieter has quite a few very interesting possibilities for his next turn with the Pathwarden and possibly getting Delirium, and could be quite impactful.
I think Delirium decks have become a lot better with Ignored in the past. Was it called Ignored in the past, yes?
Grapple the past?
Grapple the past.
Grapple with the past. Okay, the attack with the Sentinel is interesting here.
There aren't that many instant Devoid cards, I think.
But an outnumber kills the Scavenger.
Yep. And there is no threat because
He's tapped out.
and he also has 4 toughness, so
Yeah. Yeah, he was just bluffing. I don't really like this bluff because he wins so little with it, and now he opens himself up to a counter attack.
which could possibly be a lot because when if Pieter would hit Delirium, the 0-4 turns into a 3-4. The 2-3 can turn into a 4-3. When the blocker dies, okay.
Oh, that explains,
that explains it, yeah.
Getting
There was
some
no
last second value out of it, sure.
Yeah, now Frederik has 5 flying power in the game.
Yeah, that's a pretty threatening board to have in front of you.
Yeah.
But Pieter has an answer to the biggest half of the problem as soon as his Kindly Stranger gets Delirium, so...
And now if he has a sorcery removal card, he already has Delirium.
Yeah. He doesn't have an instant either.
No, grapple with past.
Oh yeah, I keep seeing Vessel of Nascency there.
That's Caritas.
The very good yellow.
That's this one. And the good one.
It's
the one that's legal. But also the best one. Caritas is a 3-4 lifelink card that whenever a non-token creature an opponent controls dies, exiles it instead and gives Pieter, in this scenario, a 2-2 zombie. On the other hand, Caritas can also sacrifice zombies or skeletons. Vampires. Yeah, zombies and vampires to get 2+1/+1 counters on it, making it an even bigger lifelink creature and very difficult to raise.
Yeah. In this matchup, it's just a good card. There are other matchups, just like the aforementioned Nantuku Husk matchup, where this card actually nullifies half the strategy.
Yeah.
Catacomb Sifters not triggering, for example, is such a painful thing. Zulapur Cutthroat becomes irrelevant.
Really insane. Just the fact that you can't start sacrificing things just because your opponent will get 2/2s. But in this scenario, it's only just a very good creature that makes 2/2s and nullifies Ongoing Investigation second ability. Wow. Which probably got boarded out, not sure about it.
I think so, yeah.
He can't board out too many creatures and he really wants those counter spells.
So, coming in 5 in the air, now doesn't have anything to threaten an attack back from the Kalitos.
Frederik really hoping there isn't Flaying Tendrils coming.
Yeah, that will be
devastating. That's
a huge beating.
Yeah, no, that's almost.
He is getting his green mana, so I don't think he has anything in his sideboard that needs green. So he's still playing Ongoing Investigations. Oh my god.
There it is. Killing 90% of Frederik's board and making 2/2 zombie tokens for Pieter.
2 or 3?
2. No, wasn't it 2?
Sky Spawner and...
Since Niels is a real judge and I am not, I'm going to let Niels answer this question. The question they are asking is who gets to choose which replacement effect is going to exile the creatures. Is it Caritas or is it Flaying Tendrils? So Niels, I explained what the question was, which replacement effect they should use.
Yeah. So when you have multiple replacement effects trying to affect one action, in this case creatures dying, the controller of the creatures gets to choose. So Frederik gets to choose whether his creatures are exiled by the Flame Tendrils or if they get exiled by the Kalitas. Now obviously you choose the Flame Tendrils because that doesn't give zombies.
Yes, I was also in that. I also thought that was the case, but you are the real judge. I'm not.
It was funny that you stood up and went to the table.
I'm closer to the table.
But we have some specialists in the chat apparently that also know what's going on.
And who say that Frederik's creatures are just objects to them.
Okay. So thanks to Sander the Quick, we'll have a very beautiful graphic to show you what the actual bracket will be for the next matches and who you can root for to win the insignificant tournament that doesn't have anything at stake except one booster per match.
And so much honor, so much honor.
Oh yes, the honor and being on the interwebs for all of eternity.
I see that the Gentle Muffin noticed my little joke over there. What we missed to what we failed to say about the play as well is that this gives Pieter Delirium, which allows him to use his kindly stranger, and in this case he probably will get a token for it.
Yeah, so Frederik got to play a Whirler Rogue after his board got swept. He's still at 18, so I'm not sure, since we missed the attack as well, what really happened after that.
Pieter didn't attack after his...
At all?
No, because his own creatures also got -2/-2.
Ah, yes.
And the 3/4...
yeah.
He just didn't want to risk it, I think.
Yeah. So, Kindly Stranger takes out the Griff. That one gets exiled. Kalitas makes a token, and all of a sudden the board looks horrible for Frederik. But this wouldn't be the first game where we say, well, this looks really bad for X, and then the other player demolishes the board. And
well, in Frederik's deck it's going to have to be step by step.
yes.
He doesn't play a lot of sweepers. I don't think he boarded in 2 Boiling Earths. He's going to...
Chandra sweeps, right?
Chandra does sweep. Does he play? Oh, he's played Chandra.
Yeah. There's a Chandra Flamecaller hiding in the deck, and he has the mana available for her.
Okay. So yes.
That would be... how much damage does she do?
4. If he removes all his her loyalty counters.
Yeah, that's the perfect number.
I really do hate Bing.
Yeah, well. So Chandra does sweep for 4 and would be the lifesaver that Frederik needs here.
If he's really hoping for Chandra, would you triple block the Kaitas here?
To be honest, I think if you don't have the Chandra, you lose this anyway. Even if the Kalitas dies, it doesn't look good. I mean, he still gets a zombie from it.
Yeah, but he really needs to kill this Kaitas, I think. Well, apparently he didn't block. Oh wow, I'm sorry, I'm just turned behind.
Yes. The attack is already over.
Yeah, stop sleeping, yellow. I guess the gentle muffin is Sander.
He's incognito.
Okay, sorry. I don't think the gentle Sander is muffin.
He's the gentle Sander is muffin. Yes.
Okay, so Frederik played his booster. How is it called?
His booster?
His
Ruination
Devoid?
Guide.
Yeah, Ruination. And attacked for 4. I think this is an Elder Deep Fiend.
Oh, would you play it now then? Ah, it's already
Yeah.
Pieter's upkeep. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, it's the Elder Deep Fiend.
What do you tap here? I think Kaitas 3 lands. Or the 2 black mana and
Kalitas black mana, yeah,
and the 4/3 and the 3/4. So Kaitas, the flipped Kindle Stranger, and 2 swaps. Oh no.
it's 5 permanents, right?
No,
or
it's
is it 4? Ah.
So Frederik choosing to tap 1 swamp and 3 creatures, not tapping the zombie token.
That neutralizes Flaying Tendrils and Murder.
If he doesn't have murder in hand, of course.
Yeah.
But the way he played,
Also Mindrag
way he
Demon,
played-
Obnixilis.
the way he played the last couple of turns, I don't think he has
No.
murder in hand.
I like tapping just 1. It it neutralizes every double black card.
Pieter played the forest. I think it was from top of the deck because he hasn't played a land for quite some time now.
Yeah, that could mean there's now an Obnixilis stuck in his hand.
This actually could turn the game around again. Very well played from Frederik.
Yeah. How big is the Elder Deep Fiend?
Normally it's a 5/6, but now it's a 6/6 because he has.
Yeah, the Ruination Guide.
Indeed. Pieter still has the vanilla creature in his hand,
The Juru Pathward.
Yeah. Which is not very good right now because it costs 5 mana.
Yeah.
Pieter must be getting worried because Frederik is 1 game up.
Yeah, I mean, just an outnumber and it's game over, right?
Gnolden
6, 10, yeah, an outnumber. No, wait. On this board, it's already game over.
Yeah.
The Deep Fiend is flying, right?
No. Yes. Yes, it does.
No, flush.
I'll check right now because it's in my deck here. But I don't
Okay,
know.
we
It
have
doesn't
an extra scavenger.
It doesn't have flying.
No, it's
Pretty sure it
just
doesn't.
flash.
Just flash.
Well, it needs flash to be actually playable.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so
Yeah, it doesn't have flying.
Pieter got a scavenger.
Okay. So maybe he boarded in some disperse. 2 disperse would win him the game.
See a land in his hand and a red card.
The red card is the 0/5, the
Fire
fire
Aggregate.
aggregate. And that's an outnumber.
Yeah.
He needs more.
Ruination Guide's a 3/2, right?
Yes.
So that actually trades with the zombie.
And give Pieter a new zombie.
Yeah, that's not what you want.
But if he kills 1 creature and attacks with everything,
Then he blocks
Then
the
he needs
deep
to block the
fiend
deep fiend.
and takes 7 damage.
Not Whirler Rope, not the card he wanted. So I guess he's going to remove the.
I'm curious to see what he wanted.
Well, the way he tapped, I don't know, but if he tapped differently, he could go for an extra outnumber, winning him the game.
Yeah, but he tapped red on the first activation. Attacking with the 2 toggle. For a second I thought he was making something unblockable there. Okay, so he puts him down to 6 and has a possible... If he wanted to kill something, I think he should have already killed the Kalitas, because now he has mana untapped.
I'm not sure about that, because during an attack now, if Pieter, he wants to keep that combat trick, well, if Pieter attacks with the Kalitas, he's going to block it with the 6/6. I don't know.
He never has a scenario where he tricks him into sacking the zombie.
He also forgot his ongoing investigation.
Yeah.
Could be big, because he had the mana for it.
Yeah.
Now he probably is just going to...
Murder on the deep fiend. It's murder on the dance floor.
And he doesn't have mana to sacrifice the zombie, so now he's going to be the outnumber. Frederik got lucky there. I know, it's difficult to say, but he got lucky there. But he could still find...
Both players seem to be frozen in... frozen in removal.
Okay. So now, you can't forget that Frederik still is able to gain 2 life at any point with his ongoing investigation.
Yeah. By exiling creatures in the graveyard?
Indeed.
Yeah.
And he'll get an extra clue for that as well. It's really insane, that card.
Yeah, it does all the things. So we're getting an Alpha Strike. So
12 damage.
Yeah, Frederik has to block 2 or dies.
Oh, I think he always dies. Yeah, he has to block 2 indeed. Oh, but yeah, he can still gain 2 life, like I said. I don't know if Pieter missed that, because that would be very painful for him.
Yeah, the attack back is lethal.
Yeah.
No. Yes, the attack back is lethal.
Well, no, because his...
the Ruination guy died. Yeah, of course. Okay, so...
Wow.
So now we're back to Frederik.
This is again a very stringy game.
Yeah, it's really nice.
4 turns ago we just said that Pieter can't lose this game anymore, and look at his board and look now.
Okay.
No matter how the game ends, I really want to say props to Frederik and how he played it.
Yeah, he's very good, very well played. Very conservative, but aware of the risks.
And he wins. Just enough mana. Frederik takes the Chandra, making 2 3/1 haste tokens and hitting for 8 damage, putting Pieter on -2.
Well, people say these games swing too much on the effect of mythics.
yeah, it's true. Yeah, he can still kill 2 with aerial volley, but he has exactly 6 damage. This is
almost a bit late.
Indeed, but like I said, I really think Frederik deserves to win. He played very well.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll let you do the end.
Yeah.
And go to the players.
So I hope you enjoyed this. So while you guys are waiting for the next round to begin, we're gonna give you the bracket that we have and update it in just a few seconds. So download, getting the bracket. There we go. So you'll have to wait a couple of minutes just to get the players ready and check out what they're actually playing and such. In the meantime, enjoy the music and have a look at the bracket.